What's up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be doing the match preview for Barcelona versus Espanyol with a chance to relegate them to the Segunda division. Never thought I'd see the day. Let's get these rats out of the division. Let's get into the preview. So first thing, look at the league table. Barcelona are sitting in second place on 73 points. Madrid 4 points ahead on 77 points. And Espanyol, I had to take a screenshot of the whole table this time because Espanyol are bottom of the league. 34 games played, 5 wins, 9 draws, 20 losses, with a total of 24 points. And they're almost 11 points off safety. So that just sings bad news for them. And yeah, they've had an absolutely dire season. Been poor, 5 games, 1 out of 34, which is absolutely atrocious. And 11 points, and there's only, 4 games left? Doesn't look that likely. They need 12. They can only earn 12 points, and they're 11 points off, so they need everyone around them to lose the rest of their games, and they have to win the rest of their games, so it ain't happening. They're down and dusted. It's going to be, which is going to be so nice. They're going to be playing probably Barcelona B in the Segunda if they get promoted from the playoffs, which is going to be a weird sight. But anyways, in terms of the league, looks like Real Madrid are in the bag to win it. Don't see Barcelona catching up to them still because Real Madrid, they just keep getting the VAR decisions going their way. Another win for them the other day against Athletic Bilbao with a Ramos penalty. To be fair to him, he doesn't miss penalties. He's really good. He's, fair play. He's top player at penalties. Just the way they get them is absolutely ridiculous. It wasn't a foul on Marcelo, and then Athletic Bilbao had a penalty up to Raul Garcia. A foul wasn't given. And you should have seen all the players afterwards, yap, and on Twitter. So it is what it is. Let's talk about Espanyol. So in Espanyol's last game, which was on Sunday, they lost 1-0 to Leganes at home. And Jonathan Cagliari got a red card in the 80th minute, which means he's suspended for this game. Don't really care. Here's the lineup on the screen right now. It's Diego Lopez in goal, Lopez at right back, a defense, don't really know who they are. Serge down in midfield, Lopez, Roca, don't know who the left mid is, and then Woodley and Raul de Thomas on RDT. Those are the 2 danger men that they have in their team. I think they're probably going to leave as soon as they get relegated. Same with Diego Carlos, same with Serge Darder. Those are decent players. They'll probably get a good move somewhere else, maybe to an Ibar or something like that. But yeah, Woolley punished us in the 2-2. He got that last equalizer. Raul de Thomas also played for Rayo Vallecano beforehand on loan from Benfica, and he did really well there. Scored a couple goals against us too, at home and away, I think. I know at home for sure. But yeah, RDT, Woolley, those are the threats in the Espanyol team. And yeah, overall, play 4-4-2, but hopefully we'll get the job done. Now let's look at Barcelona's last game. Obviously, they played on Sunday, so same day as Espanyol, so no 1 day more rest for either team. 4-1 win, beautiful performance against Villarreal. Luis Suarez, Antoine Griezmann, Ansu Fati, and own goal on the score sheet. Lamps on the screen now is Ter Stegen, Semedo, Piqué, Longley, Alba, Roberto, Busquets, Vidal, Messi, Suarez, Griezmann. Obviously, Messi was playing in behind. This wasn't a 4-3-3. It was a 4-3-1-2. And hopefully we can see the same thing, tomorrow. I wouldn't personally play Messi in this game. I think he's played way too many games, way too consecutively. But there's nothing to play for now, so there's no really point of, risking him and, wasting his fitness on, these, games that are not worth it. I know, yeah, we won't want to relegate Espanyol, but it's not the be-all and end-all, right? They're going to get relegated anyways, regardless, so yeah. Let's get into Kike Setien's press conference. So I also get into Kike Setien's press conference. I'll have the quotes up on the screen right here. Talks about how the result against Villarreal was very good and it's probably one of his best performances under him. And he says that everything went perfect that game. Talks about how he had no doubt that he would continue at Barcelona due to the fact that even though Barcelona came out and said that we have full confidence in him, he said this is part of the football circus that happens all the time. Talks about how VAR is, always controversial, but always favors Real Madrid, which we, already knew. He still wants to win the league. He still says there's a chance. I feel like he's just saying that just to give us more optimism. Talks about Artur. Artur hasn't been playing much since he signed with Juventus. He said that he continues with us. He's very eager, but he has to, rely on other people. So basically, he's saying that since Artur's not going to play with us, I don't want to, develop him as much as I should. That's why he's now getting less playing time. He talks about De Jong. He said that he has sensational improvement and he could be in the matchday squad against Real Valladolid, which is obviously some great news. He also talks about Griezmann's quality and how he has enough to, lead the line in Barcelona. Talks about how Roberto had an excellent performance in midfield and he could be in the same position against Espanyol. Also talks about Espanyol and their terrible, season and how they could go to the Segunda. And he says it's not in the case of us, it's the case of winning games, and if they just don't win games, then that's what's going to happen to them. Talks about how Ansu Fati's evolution and how he's been doing really, really well. Also talks about Arturo Vidal, which is kind of weird, saying that he's good and he's committed, and he said if he stays, he counts on him. I do think if he stays, we should count on him, but not starting every single game. And he said that since Arthur signed up in another team, but he has a maximum commitment until he leaves Barcelona. Again, giving a lot of reports asking questions about Artur, because since Juventus he's played like 4 minutes against Celta Vigo, and that's it. Did he come on against Atletico? He didn't. No, he didn't. He's played 4 minutes since his signing against Juventus, so a lot of reporters asking the question about Artur, and we'll see what happens with him. Now let's look at the matchday squad. Matchday squad is Ter Stegen, Semedo, Piqué, Rakitic, Busquets, Artur, Suarez, Messi, Neto, Lenglet, Griezmann, Jordi Alba, Braithwaite, Roberto, Vidal, Inaki Peña, Ricky Puig, Alex Collado, Ansu Fati, Araujo, Monju, Cuenca, and Morer. So the only two first team players missing, and that's Firpo, who has still hip discomfort that kept him out of the last game, and of course Frankie De Jong is still injured, technically. Frankie De Jong, I think both of them should be back for the Valladolid game, so we should have our full squad to pick from for the Real Valladolid game, which is good news. And yeah, let's get into predicting Kike Setien's lineup and predicting my lineup. So first thing I'm going to do is predict Kike Setien's lineup. I think in goal he's going to go with Marc-Andre Ter Stegen. At right back, I think he's going to go with Sergi Roberto. Right center back is going to be Gerard Piqué. Left center back is going to be Clement Lenglet. And left back is going to be Jordi Alba. I do think he's going to go with Sergi Roberto right back just because, give also one thing to give Semedo a rest. Second, Semedo played not at his greatest level the past few games. And thirdly, Roberto played really well against Villarreal. I do think taking him out of his midfield position is, a little bit of a risk because he plays more right back. Then, although questions are going to be asked why you played him at right back, he's a midfielder. So I do think Zidane going to go with that. In midfield, in the holding position, I think he's going to go with Sergio Busquets. Right in midfield, I think he's going to go with Ivan Rakitic. And on the left, I think he's going to play Ricky Puig. I do think there's a possibility of the Rakitic Busquets Vidal midfield, which I hate to see. Hope we don't see that. I do think Rakitic's going to come in for Vidal just because Vidal's been playing poor recently in the past few games. And Ricky Puig has to start. Oh my god, he's brilliant. Do you not see his pass against that one pass, the outside the foot against Villarreal? This guy's quality, man. He should be starting games, just like Xavi said. If he was coaching Barcelona, what was it Xavi? It was one of Xavi's friends. He said if Xavi was coaching Barcelona, he told me that Ricky Puig would be a starter. And he should be because he has the quality to be a starter. Don't see Arthur starting. Do maybe see Roberto starting, and then maybe Rakitic, Roberto, Busquets. And then up front, I'm going to go with Messi on the right, Suarez out striker, and on the left, Griezmann. I do think he's going to go with that same front three again, just keep the momentum going. Maybe he'll have Messi drop behind and then have them two up front again. But if they keep doing that, it's going to be a lot of bait, and then the Espanyol will know what you're doing. I do think those three will start as a front three. We could see maybe Ansu come in, maybe Braithwaite, but I think Braithwaite's going to be, because since Braithwaite's not available for Champions League, he may end up playing a lot of the last few games, so it wouldn't surprise me if Braithwaite comes in. That's my predicted Kike Setien lineup. Let's get into my lineup. Now it's time for my lineup. What I would do if I was the Barcelona coach. I would go with Ter Stegen in goal. Right back, I would go with Nelson Semedo. Right center back, I'd go with Gerard Piqué. Left center back, I'd go with Clement Lenglet. Left back, I would go with Jordi Alba. Now, if Firpo was fit, I would have started Firpo. But since he's not fit, we're going to have to put Jordi Alba. But I would take off Jordi Alba maybe around 75th minute just to give him some rest. In midfield, in the holding position, I would go with Sergio Busquets. On the right midfield, I would go with Sergi Roberto. On the left, I would go with Ricky Puig. I do think Roberto should stay in midfield. You can't have a player play an excellent game in an excellent position and just take him out. I don't agree with that whatsoever. Maybe at the end of the game, I'll take off, Roberto for maybe a midfielder. Jordi Alba for a midfielder and drop Roberto at left back, or maybe Semedo left back, Roberto right back. A lot of options because Roberto is so versatile. So that's the midfield I'd go with. Up front, I'd go with Griezmann and behind the two strikers. And the two strikers for me would be Braithwaite and Luis Suarez. I do think Messi deserves a rest. I think he needs a rest. He's been playing out of his skin recently. League is over, so there's no point. I don't understand why we're risking him. Champions League now is a priority. Champions League is all we got left to, salvage the season. So yeah, I think Griezmann in behind, Suarez, Braithwaite up top, excellent. Or if you want, you can bring in Ansu, have him on the wing, have maybe Griezmann up top, and Braithwaite on another wing. Wouldn't mind that. But he did sub off Griezmann and Suarez, so I think they're both the shooting to start the game. The question is whether Messi starts. Prediction time for the game, I do not see anything but a Barcelona win. It's going to be a big game, obviously the Catalan Derby. Barcelona always want to win it. City rivals. I'm going to go with Barcelona 3, Espanyol 0. I'm praying for a clean sheet. Hopefully we get that clean sheet so we can go up the table in terms of clean sheets, because Real Madrid are getting clean sheets left and right and center. I do think we're going to score a lot of goals in this game, just to, put the nail in the coffin for Espanyol, which would be great for us. And yeah, 3-0, maybe a 4-0, but I'm going to go with 3-0 because 3-0 seems a lot, more realistic in my eyes. Let me know your predictions in the comments below. So that's my match preview for Barcelona versus Espanyol in the Catalan Derby. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, comment, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the live watch along. About 10 minutes before kickoff, I'll go live. We can watch the game together and hopefully see a Barcelona win. See you guys then. Take care and Forza Barca.